They flew in without a visa, settled down without permission, and began to consume our food uninvited. Now, of course, I am talking about those locusts. And tonight, Anita Nkonge takes a very close look at these insects to find out how they got here and what's been done to get them out.
The last time Kenya experienced such a locust invasion was 70 years ago. According to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, the current problem initially began in 2018. A series of cyclones in May and October brought heavy rains that created the ideal breeding conditions for the pests all the way in the empty quarter of the southern Arabian Peninsula. Now, does the locust live for 3 months? After a generation matures, they lay their eggs, which, under the right conditions, can birth a new generation up to 20 times larger than the previous one. The series of cyclones therefore enabled 3 generations of locusts to be bred in 9 months, June 2018 to March 2019. The swarms then crossed the Red Sea into Ethiopia and Somalia, where they bred once again. Now, had Kenya not experienced the widespread rainfall late last year, perhaps we'd be telling a different story. But it did, and by late December last year, the first swarm of locusts arrived in Kenya. Since then, 17 counties have been affected by the swarms. These include Mandera, Wajir, Marsabit, Garissa, Isiolo, Meru, Samburu, Laikipia, Machakos, Baringo, Kitui, Embu, Murang'a, Migori, Turkana, Tharaka Nithi, and West Pokot. Hardest hit counties include Isiolo, Garissa, Turkana, Marsabit, and Wajir. According to the FAO, one swarm was found in Kenya, covered an area of 40 kilometers by 60 kilometers. It literally is 3 times as large as the landmass of Nairobi County. It also means that such a swarm could contain up to 200 billion locusts. A locust can eat about twice its own weight in food every day, which is about 2 grams. Therefore, when it comes to landmass, 75% of the country has been affected by the pests. And the locust is not yet done. Many farmers across the counties have been expressing their worries that their crops are being destroyed and livestock left with nothing to eat. With a 230 million Kenyan shilling budget set aside to tackle the pests, Kenya had initially sought to combat the swarms using aerial and ground spraying operations, specifically targeting the matured locusts that fly. But the authorities have since changed their tactics. Now, not only are they spraying the flying pests, but they're now also focusing on the ground where there are nymphs. Nymphs are baby locusts that do not have wings but can still manage to destroy crops. 500 National Youth Service officers are also being trained at the Yatta NYS Center and will be deployed to affected areas to combat the menace by using pesticides and other measures. A new batch of pesticides has also been procured by Japan in a renewed effort to contain and eliminate the locusts. According to Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture Peter Munya, a special team, including a consultant, has been put together to carry out assessments of the damage done and see who may be compensated for their loss. FAO warned, however, that there is an unprecedented threat to food security and livelihoods in the region. Already, Somalia has declared the locust invasion